Using any three prescribed, using any three poems from the selection, show that love or compassion is a preoccupation in African poetry. Love, compassion. And listen, comrades, Mamba does not care about his life as an individual. The freedom fighters have put their lives on the line because of the love that they have for their countries and for their people. With energy and smiles, he faces his enemy, knowing quite well that his death will not go in vain, and his death and the blood of the other freedom fighters will become a unifying factor that will galvanize the African people to continue for their fight for freedom. Unity is the only way by which Africans can get freedom. This is echoed in the Long Day's March, where the fight is a communal and everyone is taking on the long march. Long tells you that the struggle will not be short. March means action, but it will only be achieved through unity, and they will root off all the elements that have stopped them from progressing and plant new ones. Love brings in a symbol of hope. In the bond, the grandmother leaves a stone, which is of great significance. The stone is her presence physically, although she is dead. The stone is her symbol of love for her children who are still alive. The stone is a symbol of communication and the link between the living and the ancestral world. And it's a reminder that it must be taken care of, so that the living will not depart from their way of life. It is left with an instruction that if it is neglected, there will be catastrophe. Inasmuch as there is constant communication and the stone is taken care of, and there is communication between the living and the dead, the living will live in harmony, peace, and prosperity. In Olokun, the goddess is not just beautiful, but she loves the people who worship her. She knows she cannot interact with them physically. The speaker's love for the goddess is so great that he wishes just to pass his fingers through her hair, her beautiful hair. Those who worship the goddess and ask for material blessings receive it, because the goddess is generous, loves her worshippers, and wants to maintain a cordial relationship with them inasmuch as she is worshipped. In Martin Luther King, Amin Kassam tells us that green grass can grow in a desert only if there is love. It's about Martin Luther King, the man who believed in non-violence, the man who believed that love can take away hatred from the hearts of people, to the point that human beings can start looking at other human beings in the same way they look at themselves. Equality, freedom. He preached love among nations, among races, so that the world can be a better place where everyone will live in peace, in harmony, and in prosperity. Thank you for listening.